And we are live. I had a few technical difficulties, but I feel like we're, on the right track now. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy AJ. And tonight, me and my buddy Derek of PureHangout. This is the first time we, ever collabed on anything. So it's going to be a fun night. We're going to be talking about the Oscar nominations this morning. Luke Reviews. What's going on? Kyle. Alexander J. Bird, what's going on? We're gonna get into the Oscar nominations. NBA turned Mickey Mouse Oscars. Basically, I honestly haven't seen any of the nominations yet. So this is gonna be like a reaction, a first time reaction. But I'll take your word for it. It's probably gonna be a lot of Disney stuff up for nominations. I'm probably gonna win because the mouse has his hand and everything. But this is a first time reaction for me. My buddy Derek from PureHangout, he has a channel on YouTube where he does vlogs every day, and they're really awesome. So today he did a vlog about his reactions to the Oscar nominations, and I couldn't watch the video fully because I wanted to be kind of surprised tonight. So I'm just kind of waiting for him to come on in here. We're going to discuss the Oscar nominations. And, so how's everybody doing tonight? Doing pretty good. I'm exhausted. I had a lot going on today, so I'm a little tired, but yeah. Mid-level, what is going on? I'm going to wave to all y'all because I appreciate y'all hopping on. PureHangout, you say you're in. You just gotta tap that little icon that says request to join. And Film Explorer, what's going on? Mid-level Media, Ken, what is going on? What did you guys think about the Oscar noms in general? Like, do you feel like a lot of these things were well deserved? We're going to get into, the specific nominations here in a minute, but, do you feel like they were well deserved or what? Let me know. So yeah, I'm not going to look at them. Got my friend's mug. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. I'm ready. PureHangout, where you at? Thinking it's an underwhelming year for film nominations. I kind of felt that way with the Golden Globes. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to get super excited for films, but I don't know. It wasn't the best year for movies. Yeah, I agree. Love the mug. Unagi salmon scent skin roll. Yes, so sorry for technical difficulties. I'm not getting the icon. Try to go out and then come back in. Miss Filmingo, what is going on, Kristen? Thank you for stopping by. Alexander J. Bird in the house. SBC Bird. Wow. Love the references. Salmon skin roll. Yes. Love Friends. I'm a Friends lover. And on the inside, I don't know if you can see. No, you couldn't see that. But on the inside, it says Friends. Try inviting him. AJ, same thing happened to me and Eve. How do you send an invite? Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm doing something here. Something's happening. Okay, I sent him something. I think I sent him the live, but I didn't request him to join. So I don't know if that's the same thing. I don't know. Friends for life. Yes. Who's your favorite Friends? Friends character, I guess. Out of the 6. Trevor Sandrell in the house. I'm watching BBS getting ready for Snyder Cut. Yes. I don't know if I'm gonna watch BVS before Snyder Cut, but We watched Justice League on a watch along last night, and that was quite interesting. That movie is very, very bad, but there's a lot of sequences, action sequences that were pretty decent in that film. Even if you guys don't want to admit it, I liked some of the action sequences, but like everything else was just so bland, and it was just not a good film at all. Yeah, what's good, bro? What's good, man? It's been forever since we talked. We need to link up. Um, this is so strange. I know the icon you're talking about, but it's not showing up. What is going on? Take your time. It's okay. We can chat with the chat and talk to the chat here while you're trying to figure everything out. Watching Cherry right now, and it's something. I heard some things about Cherry, and I don't know. It pushed it back on my priority list because I was excited for it, kind of. I was like moderately excited for Cherry, and then like now once the reviews are rolling in, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know what to think. That's hard, but I'm gonna go with the Phoebe and Rachel most quotable. Phoebe, I love Phoebe. It took me a couple watches to get used to Rachel. I did not like Rachel at all, but like after a while, she's decent. She's kind of annoying here and there, but she's decent. I'm marathoning the whole DCEU before Thursday. I watched Man of Steel for the first time since 2013. I thought you were gonna say for the first time, period. But yeah. So let me see. Man of Steel. I can't even remember the last time I watched Man of Steel. It might have been 2015. The last time I saw Man of Steel. So it's been like 6 years. It's been a while. So I probably should revisit it before Snyder Cut. But we only got like 3 days. We only got 3 days until Snyder Cut drops. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to catch up with all that stuff. So I don't know. I'll probably just watch Snyder Cut and then maybe go back and watch some other stuff. Maybe watch Snyder Cut again. I don't know. If I like it enough, I'll watch it twice. We'll see. Let's see what Alexander. Yeah, Transponster. Yes. Man, I love me some Friends. Elizabeth, what's going on? Your husband's supposed to be in here. He's having some technical difficulties, so I understand. I had a little bit of technical difficulties coming in myself. I kept trying to like get the description like up at the top here, and it's there. It took me a minute though. Film Explorer says Man of Steel is the best DCEU. I don't know why I keep messing that up. DCEU movie. Man of Steel. It's great. The last time I seen it was in 2015, so it's been a minute since I've seen it. But I will say that it's great. I love Hans Zimmer's score. But I don't know if I would say it's the greatest. It's not my favorite. It might be the greatest. It's definitely not my favorite of all DCEU. I did like Wonder Woman 2017 a lot. And I loved Birds of Prey. I know y'all, that's mid to low tier for y'all, but I loved Birds of Prey. Derek is updating his IG so he can get on here. Yeah. I don't know. He can use my phone if he needs to. We'll keep you posted. Okay, that's fine. Take your time. It's all good. Just kind of talking to the chat right now. Didn't know that. Okay, he sent a request. Uh-oh, is he in here? All right. Something's happening. Hopefully I'll be able to hear him. You're in here. Okay. Here you go.
Don't go into one of these without updating your Instagram. My bad. I should have.
It's okay. It's cool. I was just talking to the chat. They were keeping me company.
Okay.
What's going on? I want to ask you, how are you doing?
Pretty good. I
Yep.
mean, yeah, I there were Oscar-wise, there were some big surprises there. Category fraud.
Mm.
So
Whoa.
I don't a lot. That's not a big problem for a lot of people. I don't even know if it fully is for me, but I don't know. Sometimes when it comes to placement of an actor, lead versus supporting, sometimes they're way off. And I think an example of it being way off happened.
Okay, so this is my first time reaction. I don't know any of the nominations, so I'm going into it, blindly. And I was gonna ask you, you think we should start at the bottom of the list, so it's kind of like the lesser known things, and then kind of like build up to best picture at the end?
I think that sounds good. Now, I myself, because of the pandemic, have not seen a lot of these.
Same.
It's just a different world,
True. And it's the same with me. I haven't seen a lot of these either. So there's been some on my list that I've been wanting to see, but I'm going with the Golden Globes. So I don't know the nominations for the Oscars, but with the Golden Globes, there's a lot there that I didn't see.
Yeah.
So Mary joined. What's going on? Hello. Thank you for stopping by the chat. Everybody that stopped by the chat and is just hanging out with us tonight, thank you so much. Anybody that's checking it out on the replay, I appreciate you guys' company. So, let's just get into it. So, I'm starting at the bottom of the list here.
Okay. I should say, when it comes to the shorts, I have not seen the shorts this year, so I don't know if you
either
over that fully.
Maybe we won't even get into that, because I don't know any of these for the live action short. Okay, documentary shorts. Have you gotten into any of those?
No, I didn't do. No? I haven't seen any live action documentary or animated.
Okay.
Documentary feature, and they changed the title of it. It's
international feature.
Yeah, international feature film. I have not gotten to those yet either, and we still have time. Though.
Me either. Yeah, me either.
The Oscars are about like a month away.
Yeah, it's the 25th, right? April 25th.
Yeah.
Okay, so over a month.
Right. So we got a bit to catch up.
Okay. So documentary feature. Have you seen any of those? The Collective, Crip Camp, the Mole Agent. No, I haven't either. No. I haven't even heard of these.
Right. So. Actually, I think I just saw a preview for Crip Camp yesterday. But
really,
periphery. I was tending to the kids, and there was something going on in my side vision. So that's another thing. Having kids has forced me to be a little bit more discerning when it comes to what I watch. Wait, Elizabeth's saying I've seen one animated one.
Yeah, she's correcting you, man.
Are you talking about animated short?
Let's see. Maybe she just. Well, yeah, she said Burrow.
Oh, yes. Okay.
You've seen that?
That one, yeah. That one gets pretty intense.
It's pretty good. Is it like geared towards kids, or is it
we let our kids watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they I mean, it's kind of, they're learning about, people being in danger, and there's an animal that's, sort of created danger for an entire community of animals, and he sort of has to fix the problem. And like you can like, our kids are only like 2, right? So it's I don't know, you can kind of see them processing this, like, wait a second, these people are in trouble right now, and they're freaking out a little bit. So yes, by default, since that's the only one I've seen, I'm going to be rooting for that one.
Okay. Are you think you're going to get around to any of these other ones before the Oscars, or not interested really? Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been able to do this every year, but I try to get every single film watched. I've been able to do that a couple years. Shorts, feature length, what used to be foreign language category.
And it's international now.
Yeah.
International.
And when I was in college, I had a lot of free time on my hands, so I was just watching, everything I could on. So It's harder for me to do now, so I mostly stick to Best Picture, acting categories. I mean, those are the biggest ones that I'll be sure to watch, and then anything
Yeah.
else bonus that I can get to.
And those are the biggest ones of the night too.
Yeah,
To be honest.
and they create a lot of overlap too. Like if it's
Mm.
nominated for sound, not always, but a lot of times, it's nominated for Best Picture. So,
Right.
how I sort of get a lot of those watched is because they're nominated for those other categories.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool.
So wait,
Uh,
what is your experience with the Oscars though? Like, have you grow up watching them at all?
I started watching them when I was a teenager, kind of here and there. I haven't always been this big into film as I am now.
Oh, okay.
But I always enjoyed sitting watching the Oscars, since I was probably like 14, 15. I didn't really know what they meant.
Right.
I just knew that it was like an award ceremony to honor like the best movie of the year.
Right.
So in these different categories. So, as I got older, I kind of realized what they meant a little bit more, and how some films might get snubbed. They might actually be better than, the best picture or, whatever category, wins. But, there's a specific group of folks that, vote on this. And, I didn't really realize that growing up. I kind of thought if you didn't think that the best picture that won was the best, you don't know anything about cinema, So, but now I kind of like have matured and kind of understand more about what it means.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was never like huge into following every single film. I know you were, you're really big into that,
Right.
but I never really did like every single film, maybe just like the best pictures and things like that. But this year, I don't know, with the Golden Globes, I don't think I've seen half of the films that were nominated.
Yeah. Yeah. What's interesting too is a lot, I guess I don't know if it'd be a lot, but some of the films that were big winners at the Golden Globes weren't even nominated this morning.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Like the big one being Jodie Foster. I don't know if you watched the Golden Globes. You did, right? Did you watch them?
No, I didn't watch the Golden Globes. I heard the winners. I read the winners.
Okay, so yeah, Jodie Foster won for, I might be saying this wrong, but the Mauritanian. Mm-hmm. And she won at the Golden Globes, wasn't even nominated this morning. So, and the Academy voted for their movies after the Golden Globes. So a lot of people were like, okay, this is a great push for Jodie Foster. She's definitely getting in. So people were, penciling her in as a prediction because, she wins the Globe. They're thinking Academy members are going to really want to watch that movie, watch it, and it's fresh in their minds. They're going to write her in. And she doesn't even make it. So
wow.
Predictions were wrong because they had Jodie Foster in and she didn't get anything this morning.
What's the film's name again?
I think it's called The Mauritanian.
Okay. I don't even know anything about that. I haven't heard it.
I haven't even read a synopsis, so I don't know.
Okay.
No, Jodie Foster's in it, and I'm probably getting the title wrong.
Okay, yeah. So that's one that I skipped over when I was reading the Golden Globes winners. Alexander J. Bird says, Mank got so many noms. How do you guys feel about that? I actually haven't seen Mank, but I saw the trailer and I kind of get a feel for what it is like.
Right.
Have you seen Mank?
No, but I know quite a bit about it.
Okay.
I have been putting it off.
Same here.
Oddly, it's David Fincher. I love David Fincher. David Fincher is actually my wife's, Elizabeth's, favorite director. So
okay.
You would think we'd be itching to watch it, right? But I don't know, just something about it, something about the trailer just was like, this looks like a slog. So
that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw the trailer. So it went way on the back burner for me.
Yeah, and so we just said to each other, we're only watching this if it gets nominated for Best Picture. So we'll watch it in the next couple days. But
check it out before the Oscars.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Alexander
It
J.
says,
Bird says it's monotone and repetitive. So
I've heard that.
that's what we
I,
were thinking.
I've heard that. Yeah, and I've heard that from like plenty of reviews for Mank. But
Right.
I've also heard that it is in a way a masterpiece. But I don't know,
Yeah.
it seems a little pretentious to me. And I hate to say that about David Fincher, a David Fincher
Right.
film, because he is great, you know, Gone Girl and, you know, like that. But, you know, it just didn't look, you know, appetizing to me.
Right. Yeah. I
So,
keep hearing it's more of like a film school film, like something you watch
hmm
as a film student to
yeah,
see, you know, how a movie is made and how
hmm
to make it, you know, visually interesting. And then you
yeah,
take those little bits and pieces with you when you start making movies, you know?
right,
But,
exactly.
you know, but like on its own, it's just very dry and repetitive.
Yeah. And
You know?
sometimes those type of films interest me. Sometimes I have to be kind of in that headspace though. Okay, this is a film school type film. So
Right.
it might be a little slow. It might, you know, have, you know, it might not focus on the story as much. It might focus more on the technicalities of, you know,
Right.
the cinematography and things like that.
Exactly.
So, you know, I kind of just have to be in that mindset. I found myself feeling that way a little bit watching Roma.
Hmm.
And what's another? One that I recently watched is A Clockwork Orange.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
how about
that one I find a little bit more interesting
that?
because it's weird and violent and you know, it has all these extra like genre type stuff attached to it. So I find that a little bit more interesting where, you know, Mank is like a biography
Mm-hmm.
and I love a lot of biographies.
Mm-hmm.
But when I hear, you know, this biography is being made, I usually roll my eyes. It's like, another
Mm.
biography. But then, you know, usually it's like, I love it, but it's
Yeah.
like, it doesn't make me want to watch it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I got you. I get you completely. All right. So moving on to song. Okay, let me read the chat real quick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think we're running a little bit behind on that. So Film Explorer says, "Great chat, guys. I got to head out. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Film Explorer for stopping by. I appreciate that. Cinemantics, Eve, stop by. AJ, what's going on? Uh, Roma is a film studies film. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
is that like official or is that just kind of like a
Well,
joke?
just
Like,
kind of like what we were saying, like Mank is, you know, it's more
yeah,
for students to
it's
dissect and
it
sort of,
seems like that. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
pieces and learn how to make a movie from that type, you know, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and it just kind of makes me want to put it just on the back burner. Okay, I'll catch it by June,
Yeah,
maybe July.
right.
So, okay, moving on to song. So the first one, Husavik by the Eurovision Song Contest of Story of Fire Saga. Did you see that film? The Eurovision?
No. Is
Okay.
that, wait, is that the one with Will Ferrell?
Yes.
Yeah? Is that good?
Yes. I liked it. I thought it was fine. It wasn't like it probably isn't the best Will Ferrell film, but I liked it. And to see that it got nominated, one of the songs got nominated, um, it's very interesting. But the music was decent in the film, though.
Okay.
You know, it
Yeah.
it kind of was like a movie making fun of itself, but actually taking itself seriously at the same time.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was decent. Fight for You, Judas and the Black Messiah. I think it's Fight for You by her. I'm not sure, but I don't think I heard that song.
Okay.
Maybe it is in the film, but it was one that I didn't really, you know,
Right.
I didn't really know of it.
That's kind of,
Uh,
that's always tough with like, you know, movies with in the original song category. So many times I feel like the movie or the song exists during the credits
yeah,
and
in the
people are
credits,
walking out.
and by the time the credits comes on, I'll cut it off. You know,
Right. Yeah.
so
Yeah. It's just,
um,
I don't know. A lot of times I don't hear these and I have to seek them out
hmm
separately
yeah,
from the movie.
exactly, exactly.
Hmm.
For the rest of these, I haven't seen the films, but Low C, seen The Life Ahead. I I haven't seen that film or heard of it.
I didn't hear
Uh,
about that until this morning.
Okay. Speak Now. One Night in Miami. I heard of that film. I haven't seen it, but I heard that it was really good. Have you seen One Night in Miami?
Yeah, I saw that movie. I can't identify the song. It might have been in the credits. I can't
Hmm.
say for sure. Yeah, that movie. We might talk about this more in Best Picture, but that movie was or it was based off of a play, and it very much
Oh, okay.
felt like a play. So
Oh, okay.
I know a lot of people saw that. I don't know if we want to. I'll hold that information until we get to Best.
Okay. Okay. And it's by Leslie Odom Jr.
Yeah, and he and he
Amazing
in the
vocalist.
and he acted in the movie too.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. I saw that he was in it.
yeah,
That he acted in it as well. And Hear My Voice, The Trial of Chicago 7. And I haven't seen that film either. Have you seen it?
yeah, that's on Netflix.
It is a
Um,
Netflix film. Uh-huh.
yeah, and you know how we feel about Netflix films.
Yeah, we do. But I heard that it got a lot of buzz over the summer, maybe later 2020, late
Yeah,
2020. Yeah,
yeah.
maybe like September-ish era. I don't know. But yeah, it got a lot of buzz. So Score, The Five Bloods, Mank, Minari, News of the World, and Soul.
So, of those, I think what's interesting about that lineup is Mank and Soul are the same composers. So
Mm,
it's Atticus Ross and oh, his name just escaped me. The guy from Nine Inch Nails. What is his name? Anybody?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Trent Reznor. There we go. Trent Reznor
Okay.
and Atticus
Okay.
Ross. They did both of those, right? So
Okay.
they're going to be going up against themselves, so they have a pretty good shot at
Yeah,
winning.
they got a two out of five chance.
Yeah, and I'd love to see. I mean, I haven't seen Mank yet, so I don't know how good that score is. But they're great. They've already won. They won for The Social Network. That score was
Okay.
one of my favorites of all time, like all time. And,
Okay.
and Soul, had great music to it. The way they infused their style, which is sort of like an industrial metal sort of type of music, and the
Okay.
obviously the movie's about jazz, so they're
Yeah.
trying to find ways to make them fit together in a cohesive way in a movie.
Yeah.
Out
A
there, my
fusion.
wife just popped in.
A fusion of sorts.
Yeah, exactly. So
Uh,
I could see that one winning because it's such an impressive feat to what he's known for versus what the movie's about.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eve says, I liked Eurovision too. Eurovision was decent. I liked Eurovision. And Alexander J. Bird says, I loved it. I cried at the end. Okay. Got
So
some Eurovision fans in here.
Eurovision to me kind of looked like Will Ferrell's movie Blades of Glory. Like, is it like that?
No. In a way, yes. And in a way, no. Because, like I said, it feels like it's making fun of itself, but also taking itself seriously. I feel like Blaze of Glory was just kind of slapstick. It really didn't take itself seriously at all.
Right.
But this one, it kind of the music was actually pretty good in the film. But it did have like really silly and goofy undertones and stuff like that. So it's definitely an interesting type of film because I think it balances out pretty nicely.
Right. Okay.
Ken says, Ken, thank you for coming by. You were here earlier on your other account, but now you're here on Mid-Level Movie Reviews. Ma Rainey and Pieces of a Woman got snubbed. Okay. I haven't seen Ma Rainey's. I have seen Pieces of a Woman.
Ma
Well,
Rainey, like, well, Viola Davis and Chadwick both got nominated, and I think it, got some other nominations. Is he talking about like for
he might
original song or
he
just
might be talking about score
okay.
or songs.
Yeah,
But
man. Song category just is that's one that I have to like
piece of
separately because I don't it's hard for me to like zero in on it.
Yeah.
While watching the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Pieces of Woman was okay. Oh, okay. Alexander J. Bird said, no, I cried after One Night in Miami. Andy. Okay, I thought you meant Eurovision. thought you meant Eurovision. I mean, it has like one of those endings that's kind of like a little emotional, but okay. That makes more sense. And it seems like Eurovision is super fan. Pieces of a Woman was okay. And I might agree with Pieces of a Woman was okay. That intro, the beginning was insane. Have you seen Pieces of a Woman?
No, because of Mid-Level's review, I
he scared you away.
He talked about the like first 20 minutes or something.
The first 15, 20 minutes was
Yeah.
insane. And then
like,
it kind of just it went downhill a little bit after that. But yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was really crazy.
Yeah.
What does Alexander J. Bird say is they say it's more like pieces of a movie I liked instead. Silly. Okay. Promising Young Woman is not Best Picture worthy.
Ah, man, I see. I'm hearing that's like maybe the first negative thing I've heard about that movie. So that's
Ken doesn't care for the film that much. He's indifferent a little bit. Last time I talked to him about it, he was a little bit torn because I talked to him like right after he watched it. So he was a little bit torn, but I think after it sat with him a little bit, he didn't really care for it.
okay.
I loved Pieces of a Woman, or not Pieces of a Woman, Promising Young Woman. I loved that film, and I watched it maybe I think 4 times.
Oh wow!
Yes, I really like that film. So
yeah.
It's a gut punch, but any movie that gives me that sort of visceral reaction deserve recognition. Yeah, I think he's talking about Piece of a Woman,
right?
Because it was, it was a gut punch for sure.
I'm too scared to watch it, based on what he said. Honestly, I don't know if I can take it.
I don't know. It was very intense. It was intense. I will say that.
Yeah,
So moving on. Oh, what are you saying? What are you going to say?
Might be one that I just don't watch. Maybe.
Understandable. Honestly, I feel like Pieces of a Woman is like, you can take it or leave it, honestly. Because, unfortunately, Shia LaBeouf is canceled right now.
Right.
So you're just kind of like, do I really want to watch this, insane opener with, this actor that we kind of like, while you're watching him, okay, he acts very well, but you kind of in the back of your mind, oh, he did this, and this. So,
yeah,
I don't know. That's me. That's personally, that's how I feel. But no spoilers for Promising Young Woman. I'm watching it next week for the first time. Okay, I don't think we spoiled anything for it. I enjoyed it a lot. I said I watched it 4 times. But okay, moving on to visual effects. Love and Monsters. Is that the remind me what that is? Love and Monsters.
I think it's like Warm
Dylan O'Brien?
I think it's like Warm Bodies but with monsters instead of zombies, maybe.
Let me see. Love and Monsters. Oh, okay, with Dylan O'Brien. Cool. I actually watched the series Teen Wolf when it was on MTV, and he was a star of that series.
Okay.
So I haven't seen the film, but wow, visual effects. The Midnight Sky, and that's a George Clooney one, I believe. Mulan, the live action Mulan. The one and only Ivan. That's a Disney Plus movie?
Wait, is that with that little squirrel they keep advertising?
No. That's like Ulysses. That's Ulysses. But the one and only Ivan, I think, is like, it's a Disney Plus film. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna look it up. And then Tenet got visual effects nom too.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting category because that would look completely different had COVID not happened.
Yes,
because
I would agree.
They shut down, the summer blockbuster season. Mm-hmm. And a lot of those movies got pushed back. I mean, we aren't going to see so many of those movies till much, much later.
True.
So, yeah, I think that I found to be a very interesting category and I think that's the most affected by COVID.
Yeah. We
Because
got Mulan in there.
not,
Woo. Woo. You haven't seen it?
no, I your review.
You see my review on it?
Yeah, push it to
And
the back burner.
yeah, it just was like, it was decent, but it wasn't anything special. And I really don't feel like the effects were that great.
Okay.
I really don't. I mean, the wardrobe was great.
Yeah.
And like the set was good, but I don't know. I honestly, I feel like I've only seen two of these, Mulan and Tenet. And Tenet visual effects were outstanding.
Yeah.
So I'll just go Tenet on that one.
Okay. Yeah, because of the shutdown, I wasn't able to see any of those. So, but I just, when they read the names, the movies, I was like, wow, this is so different than what it would have been. Had like Fast and Furious, movies come out, and just, I don't know, just I just feel like we lost a major blockbuster summer this year by pushing it so far. And I think Wonder Woman was like the one that we got, right? And then that was a major disappointment.
Yes. We got Tenet right there. I think September.
Right.
Maybe was it August or September? It was like around there.
And that was one of the first ones to come back, right? Like when they
one of the very first ones, yeah. My theaters were playing like old, like 80s films, like Goonies. They were playing and stuff like that. We're gonna read off one more category, and then we'll get to the chat.
Yeah.
Sound: Greyhound, Mank, News of the World, Soul, and Sound of Metal.
I'd have to.
Sound of Metal was really good, but sound is just kind of like the mixing. Is that what this category is?
They've combined sound mixing and sound editing for the first time.
Okay.
So
that's why I'm unfamiliar.
Yeah, it's all of it now.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Tenet definitely wouldn't be in this category.
What?
The mixing was terrible. The mixing was terrible in Tenet.
Oh, in Tenet. Oh.
So bad. It was so bad. But anyway, yeah, have you seen any of these? Did we talk about any of these?
I've seen Soul and Sound of Metal.
Okay.
And I can see either one of those winning. I believe one of those two will win. Even having not seen the ones, I can see the importance of sound in Soul and Sound of Metal.
Yes.
And war movies, Greyhound's a war movie, so those movies tend to do well. But I think
Tom Hanks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tom Hanks is News of the World too.
Yeah. Which is Western, which has a lot of gunshots. Usually if there's a lot of guns, those movies will do well, action cars, things like that. So but the importance of music in both Sound of Metal and Soul, I think will have give them, strong possibility of winning, and just the creation of sounds that Riz Ahmed was hearing.
Yeah, and the lack of sound.
The lack of
the muffled sounds. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that'll all factor into it. And
I would love to see Sound of Metal win this category.
Yeah.
So you said Soul. What are you going with on this one?
Well, that one, the importance of music in that one, and then sort of like the purgatory, heaven sort of stuff that's going on in that movie.
Yeah.
They have to create a lot of new sounds for that. So, I can see that being, interesting to the voters.
Okay. So if you had to choose between those two, who would you see winning? Who would you like to see win the most?
Oh, man. Maybe Sound of Metal, because I do find that interesting, the way in which sort of the different levels at which, or his progress, I don't know, is that the right word? From being able to hear to not being able to hear.
Yeah.
The other things that happen to him in the movie, I find are pretty interesting, and I'm sure a difficult task for the sound makers. So
yeah. Yeah, so we're both on with Sound of Metal on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me get to the chat. I think you guys are saying a lot of. Oh yeah, we got a lot of people chatting. Let's see. Promising Young Woman. Oh, okay. I think I went a little too far. Knowing the premise of Pieces of a Woman as a mom, I don't think I could ever watch it. Yeah, it's. I could imagine, like, especially if you are pregnant, watching that movie would be that's a horror film for sure. Uh, yeah, he's a great actor, but he needs to get professional help for sure. Yeah, talking about Shia LaBeouf, he is a great actor, and he's gotten even better. I haven't seen Peanut Butter Falcon, but I hear great things about it. But Piece of a Woman, he did great. He had a great performance. He put on a great performance, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, completely unrelated. And that's okay. But have you guys ever seen the documentary Kid 90?
Oh,
I
no, but I
think
really want to watch that.
I've seen you actually post about it, Alexander. I don't think I haven't seen it for sure, but I don't know. Like, is it streaming anywhere, or
I think it
can we?
I think it just hit Hulu.
Just hit Hulu. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's a documentary about. Oh, is it Punky Brewster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yes, I do know of it. I've seen the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Teen celebrities from the 90s living it up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what was and the struggles
the
of
truth
that
behind it. Yeah, the truth behind kind of like the Britney Spears film documentary / film on FX. A Promising Young Woman is a nice genre film that in any other year would have garnered cult status, but never made it to the level of prestige.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm so curious about that one.
I don't know. Maybe it was because it was 2020, but I really like the movie, so I don't know. I'll have to say I don't know if I could agree with that. I don't know if I would agree with it, but I did enjoy it a lot. Mulan was absolute cringe, bro.
Wow.
I don't know if yes, some parts yes, but other parts not really. I felt like the set design and the wardrobe was phenomenal. The acting, the performances, yeah, maybe a little cringe, but I look beyond that sometimes, and the cinematography I thought was great as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, because there was a lot of landscapes in that film and a lot of broad shots and things like that. So, sometimes you gotta dig a little deeper than what's right in front of you. But I do understand why people didn't care for it. I'll say that. That's like nominating Neon Demon or Teeth. Oh.
Probably Promising Young Woman.
Yeah, Promising Young Woman. I don't know Neon Demon, but I do know Teeth. And I've
seen both of those.
You've seen both of them?
In my eyes, that's awesome. That's great that the Academy's doing that. I want them to look a little further outside of Oscar bait. So
yeah. Oh, you're onto something there.
Neon Demon. So
okay.
Teeth was like a trauma movie made by a studio with more resources.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen either one of those, but I do know what Teeth is about. I like the sound and score in Tenet. The score is good in Tenet, but the sound mixing was horrendous. So Peanut Butter Falcon is just the best feel-good film.
Yeah, I still need to see that one too.
Kid 90 was so good, and it's on Hulu. Okay, cool. Okay. It's on Hulu. Was very surprised, and yes, Punky Brewster. Okay,
yeah,
awesome. So I might just have to check that out. I'm not huge into documentaries, but I kind of want to get more into them a little bit. Movie Files, Elliot, thank you so much for stopping by. We're just talking Oscar noms, and let's move on to our next category. Makeup and hairstyling. Emma, Hillbilly, how do you say that? Elegy? Elegy?
Elegy?
Elegy. Okay. Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, and Pinocchio.
Ooh,
Wait, there was a Pinocchio film that came out last year?
yeah. Roberto Benigni. I don't know if you know who he is. He was kind of he was kind of like a one-hit wonder in America in the 90s. Was it 90s probably? Maybe it was, yeah, 90s.
Okay.
Called Life is Beautiful. He's Italian.
Oh, I love Life is Beautiful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
The
guy.
movie. Yeah, I love that movie.
I'm pretty
So
sure
he did makeup and hairstyling, or he
well, he
directed?
directed this film.
Oh, he directed Life is Beautiful.
Yeah, or he's in Life is Beautiful. May have directed it also. I can't remember, but he
Okay.
directed this Pinocchio.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I haven't seen it, but I've seen the pictures, and the makeup is phenomenal. I don't know if
Okay.
it works on film, but the photographs are fantastic. So
Now, is it just like a traditional Pinocchio film with, just that film, or is it about something else?
yeah, I think it's like the traditional Italian story, not the Disney-fied version.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I
Because I'm
think,
thinking like Disney put out, because I heard that it was a film that was coming out called Pinocchio. It's just a live action remake.
right,
I
yeah.
was like,
And
did that come out already?
well, I guess like a Disney version, I don't know, but this one, as far as I know, I could be completely wrong, but as far as I know, it's like, you know, the traditional Italian story. Um, so it's going to be darker, have the original dark origins,
Yeah.
that a lot of
Okay.
these stories have, and then, Disney makes them soft. So
Yeah.
you're kind of getting the real thing here, as far as
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Okay.
But the
Understood.
makeup looks cool in the pictures I've seen.
Okay. So the only film I've seen out of these is Emma,
Oh,
and yeah, so I mean, I liked Emma's makeup and hairstyling, but I don't know if it is, it should win.
okay.
But it's hard to tell because I haven't seen these other ones. What are you thinking about this category?
Um, I mean, I think Ma Rainey, the character played by Viola Davis, her makeup is awesome, I think. Like to achieve what that, person, the real Ma Rainey looked like. When you look at photos side by side, you can kind of tell, a lot of those photos are in black and white, but you can definitely tell that they knew what they were doing when they were making her up in color and versus the black and white photos they were using as reference. Because I don't know, I really like her look a lot in that movie.
Okay.
I imagine Pinocchio will win because what I saw in that picture versus everything else looks much more complicated. And yeah, I think sometimes they'll go for that too, because you remember when Suicide Squad won this category.
Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, and that movie, everybody like hates it or whatever, but
Yeah.
look at the makeup. I mean, it's fantastic, and there's such a variety of styles happening. So not only that, not only is it like good maybe on Croc, it's that Croc style isn't happening throughout the entire film. They have to make a perfect version of Croc. They have to make a perfect version of Harley, a perfect Joker. They have to do a variety of styles, which is why I think that movie won. And I think that may be, I don't know, the complicated quality of it. And I think that may be what helps Pinocchio win this.
Okay.
In this moment,
That
anyway,
yeah. You think you're gonna watch it before the Oscars?
I'd like to, just because I don't know, when I was a kid, that was something I wanted to get into, special effects, like practical special effects. So I do have an interest in it. And like I said, those pictures just kind of blew me away. I thought that they looked really creepy.
I really need to look up these pictures.
Yeah.
It's piquing my interest.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you would probably say Pinocchio on that one. Okay. And I'm just gonna agree with you because I don't really know much about it.
I could be way off, but that's where I want to go right now.
Okay. That's fair. So editing. The Father, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, Trial of Chicago 7. Um, editing. I would probably go Sound of Metal on this one.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Nomadland, but the editing wasn't. It didn't like impress me as much as Sound of Metal did.
Yeah, I mean, Nomadland, I think, has a much more artsy aesthetic to it. So I
Yes.
think if that's what the voters want to go for this year, I can see that
Mm-hmm.
happening. Um, I'm missing a lot of
Yeah.
movies, though. I need to. Actually, no, I'm not. I've seen most of these.
Yeah, I don't think Promising Young Woman will win this one.
Okay. And I still haven't
Yeah.
seen Father.
Yeah, me either. I haven't seen Father. I've seen Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, and Sound of Metal. I haven't seen Trial of Chicago 7 yet.
Yeah, I saw Trial, but that's just such a generic mainstream movie to me.
Really? Okay, okay.
Yeah, it just, I don't know. It had like nice bits to it, but I was just like, this is just like a movie. It's just a
Ooh.
movie.
Okay, I think that, like you said, that Ken's, review of Pieces on Woman or Promising Young Woman, that was the first time you ever, heard anything negative about it. That's the first time I heard anything negative about this film.
Oh,
So
yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna put that in my mind. So whenever I watch it, I'm gonna be like, okay, it might not be as good as everybody's saying. So that actually kind of helps.
Yeah, I just think there are
Because
a lot stronger movies tackling social justice
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. It's too mainstream. I get you. I got you. So cinematography, we're getting to the good, juicy stuff here.
Getting to the meat.
Yes. Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, News of the World, Nomadland, and Trial of Chicago 7.
Yeah. Okay.
I might say Nomadland for this one.
That was pretty beautiful.
It was, and it had beautiful cinematography.
Yeah. And I mean, every David Fincher movie is a technical wonder. So, if they want to go for Mank, I could see that happening too. Even though I haven't seen it, I've seen clips, and he very much shows off his knowledge of the camera and how to, block a scene and, use lenses to his advantage. So I can see that working. I say David Fincher, talking about his cinematographer, but I don't know.
Right.
But yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, his movies just always have that quality, where it's like kind of showing off the skill of the cameraman. Yeah.
Exactly. So, if you had to choose, who would you like to see win this category?
So I think like Nomadland I love, but a lot of times landscape heavy movies win, and I think that can be boring as much as I love it. I might go for Judas and the Black Messiah because that one surprised me. Because as I was watching it, before I watched it, I should say, I was like thinking, this is just a biopic. Social justice, obviously, it's going to be good content, but again, it's just a biopic, so it's probably not going to be too flashy when it comes to the way it handles the camera and the angles and the lighting and things like that. But I was just like, oh, wow, this is beautiful. That's some camera trickery right there. That's awesome. So I think it's that whole thing of I wasn't expecting much when it came to the visuals, but it delivered when it came to the visuals. So I would like to see that one win.
I would agree that it did deliver. I don't know if I was quite like you in that sense where it wowed me. I wanted it to. I had kind of high expectations for the film.
Yeah.
And it let me down in the slightest way. With just a lot of it, like even the storytelling and things like that. But I would like to see it win, but I feel like Nomadland probably will, or Mank, like you were saying. So I might go Nomadland in this category.
Yeah, for my prediction, I would probably say Mank or Nomadland, but I'm going to go Nomadland
Okay.
because, like, when I'm saying predicting, again, I'd like to see Judas win, but I think Nomadland will win, just because that movie has a lot of Oscar hype behind it, and Chloe Zhao, like, made history by being the first woman to be nominated in 4 categories in a single year, because she wrote the film, directed the film, produced the film, and edited the film. So that would be cool if
I didn't realize she edited it.
Yeah.
She edited it.
Yeah. I think that would be
Cool.
cool.
That is cool. Okay. Moving on to costume design. Emma, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, Mank, Mulan, and Pinocchio.
Ooh, okay.
I was just talking about the costumes in Mulan. Mulan is nominated for 2 different categories. Well, so far, I haven't seen the rest of the categories, but wow.
Yeah. So you were really down
surprised.
on that.
Huh?
You were really not liking that movie, if that surprises you, right?
No, it's not that it's surprising me because I didn't like it. It's just surprising me because I didn't think a lot of folks enjoyed it or saw what I saw in the costume design and the set design. Because like I said earlier, like I thought the costume design and set design and also cinematography was great in Mulan. But nobody was really seeing that. The people that I interact with anyway, they weren't really seeing that. They were like, "No, it's the worst thing ever," and I hated that I had to pay $30 to see it, and so yeah. I mean, I'm kind of glad to see it in here because I did see something in the film that not a lot of people that I interacted with did. So but with this category. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you say what you might predict to win or what you would like to see win in this category.
I could see it going to Mulan because that is what I found pretty striking about the trailer. I haven't seen the movie, but that's what, when I first saw the trailer, I was thinking, oh, that looks like legit. That looks real. This doesn't look like a cartoon, and I'm sure it's still, has a fantasy element to it in terms of the costume. They're probably not like accurate. With have artistic license, is happening there. So I don't know. I could see Mulan happening based off of the trailer because that I was surprised by that. I thought they looked great. So even though I haven't seen it, I might want to see Mulan win that category.
Yeah, I think I might be with you on that. Or Ma Rainey's.
Yeah.
I have not seen that film, so I can't really speak that much on it. I wish I had seen the film, but I might actually watch it before the Oscars. But yeah, either those 2. If I had to choose, probably Mulan because I haven't seen the other ones.
Right, Ma Rainey.
But yeah.
Ma Rainey has the dresses,
Dresses. Yeah. From what I've seen like clips and the trailer, and it looks like they got it down. So
yeah, that's probably what I would. That'd be my second prediction. I think Mulan at this time anyway. I think Mulan's gonna win, and then Ma Rainey is my second guess.
And I'm kind of happy to see Emma in this category as well because I did enjoy the costume design in that.
Yeah, I still need to see that. Was that good overall?
It was decent overall. My wife loved it. Stacey loved it.
Yeah.
But it was okay. I'm not huge on period piece films.
Right.
But that one was decent.
Okay.
I enjoy what's the film that she likes a lot? With Keira Knightley and Rosamund Pike.
Pride and Prejudice?
Pride and Prejudice, yes. I do like that movie.
I like that one too. Yeah.
I do like that one. And me and her get in an argument every time about Mr. Darcy. And I'm like, Mr. Darcy doesn't deserve her. And she was like, yes, he does, So we always talk about that.
Does she talk about that scene where he like has his hand like this and then he like goes like that?
Yes.
She talks about
she's like, look at that! Look at his hand!
Elizabeth does that too.
That's hilarious. Let
That's
me
so
see.
funny.
Are we missing anything in the chat? I feel like we were talking about the categories for a while. So, um,
Midlow.
15 years since I seen Teeth, but I always remember it. I'm sure you will, Ken. I
Yeah.
don't know if he's even in the chat still, but yeah, I'm sure you will. Alexander J. Bird says, well, gotta go, guys. Awesome live. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And Cobra Kai Nation joined. What's going on? Devlin Culliver, that's my cousin. Thank you for joining the live. And moving on to animated feature. I feel like we're getting close to the end here. Maybe not. But we'll kind of like rapid fire here a little bit.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
What'd you say?
Soul.
Huh?
Soul for animated feature.
Soul. Okay, Soul for animated feature. I might say Soul too. I think the only ones I've seen was Onward and Soul, so I would choose Soul for animated feature.
Yeah.
I heard Wolfwalkers was good too, but I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Shaun of the Sheep. Shaun. What is it called?
Shaun the Sheep movie. Farmageddon.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen visuals of that, and it looks awful. So
That's
that
like the same creators of Chicken Run, isn't it? Like Chicken Run and
yeah,
Wallace and Gromit.
Oh,
Yes, Shaun the Sheep. Yes, I do. I remember watching those like shorts as a kid.
yeah.
But no, Oscar worthy? I don't think so.
Right.
But I don't know. I haven't seen it, so it might be the best thing ever.
True.
All right, so moving on to adapted screenplay, Borat 2, The Father, Nomadland, One Night in Miami, and The White Tiger. I've only seen Nomadland, so I guess I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
You going with Borat?
Well, Borat is strange to me because, like he writes up scenarios, but it's not like the whole, there's so much improv involved that it confuses me. How is that even a screenplay? I can see him coming up with an idea, making sure that idea happens, like, okay, we're going to punk this person. And then, but so much of it is unscripted. Like he's scripted and the people he hires are scripted, but us, the humans that he's interacting with, aren't. So I don't know. That's kind of weird to me. Like, does it even qualify?
Yeah, that is weird. I never seen the first one or the second one, so I didn't even know that was the case.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was the case. So.
Yeah, he just goes out into the world and does improv, basically, and gets people to say some awful, terrible things to show their true colors, and then the movie comes out, and then those people,
like, wow, maybe shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you going with on this one?
I think Nomadland could happen again. I kind of see that movie sweeping. I can see it sweeping in it with or I guess I should say I can see Chloe Zhao sweeping, and since she wrote the screenplay, I can see her winning this.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm going to go with too in this category.
Yeah.
Original screenplay: Judas and the Black Messiah, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and Trial of Chicago 7. I really want to see Minari. I have not seen it yet, and I heard so much amazing things about it.
Yeah, that one that's the one I'm rooting for.
Okay.
Out of this list, and Elizabeth read to me the director who also wrote it, where he came up with the idea. And it's just like when if I ever daydream about if I were to make a movie, his process sounded very much like what my process would be if I were a screenwriter. So that has a lot of appeal to me. So I know that's very personal, just like my very subjective, but I don't know.
That's okay.
Really spoke to me. So that's going to be the one I'm rooting for anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I might go with, for original screenplay, probably Judas and the Black Messiah.
Yeah. That's one of my top 3 favorite movies, I think, on out of all of these movies. That might be, I think that would be my second choice, and then Sound of Metal, which I also loved. Haven't seen Promising, and Trial, bleh, not a fan.
You really didn't like it. You really didn't like it.
I mean, I think I was lukewarm on it, and then as time passed, I just care less and less because I'm seeing better and better movies.
Okay. Makes sense. Best Supporting Actress.
Right.
Maria. But I don't really know how to say her last name. I don't want to butcher it, but I might just have to. Bakalova?
Oh, yeah. I think you said that right.
Okay, so for Borat 2, Glenn Close for Hillbilly Elegy. Olivia Colman, The Father, Amanda Seyfried, Mank, and Hugh Jung-hyun, Minari.
Yeah.
Now, who is the Minari person?
That's the grandmother.
The grandmother. Okay.
Yeah, of the family.
Okay. I haven't seen any of these films, so I will go with Minari on this one.
Yeah. She's great because she adds a lot of levity to that movie. She's in a way some of the biggest comic relief in the movie.
Okay.
So, because it's them trying to make it in America, and she comes in from Korea and just helps out around the house, and also just makes, I don't know, just for the movie, just lightens you as a viewer, to make things a little easier to watch as they're struggling along.
Okay.
But it has a whole arc of her own, and very important figure in the film, but very much a supporting role. So
okay.
that's
Awesome.
I think a great pick.
Awesome. I'm glad you could shed some light on that because I couldn't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
And then I haven't seen any of the other movies myself, but
okay.
I love that Borat is a comedy, and that Maria Bakalova is nominated, because comedy is, rarely nominated. So
rarely.
Yeah. So Melissa McCarthy was nominated semi-recently for Bridesmaids, but in that,
really,
yeah. So very
wow, I didn't realize that.
Really big comedies are rarely nominated. Dramedies are nominated, but really big comedies. So, even though I haven't seen it, I'm really happy she's nominated, because, and if she won, I'd be very happy, because I just love when the Academy reaches in other directions than they normally reach. That would be very
cool. Okay, that's very well put. Very well put.
And Glenn Close, if she loses, I believe she'll be the biggest acting loser in Academy history.
Really,
yeah, she'll have the most acting
nominations without winning
Oscar. Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
I'm pretty sure she'll set that record if she loses.
I wonder how she would actually feel about that.
I know.
Or will she even care? She's like, okay, I'm rich, so what?
Right. I think she cares. I think she's trying.
Okay. Maybe.
The last time she was nominated for a movie called The Wife, and everybody thought she was going to win, but then Olivia Colman came in and won for The Favorite. So I think it would be funny if that happened again.
That would be terrible. That would be terrible. That would be her arch nemesis.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to Best Supporting Actor: Sacha Baron Cohen, Trial of Chicago 7, Daniel Kaluuya, Judas and the Black Messiah, Leslie Odom Jr., One Night in Miami, Paul Raci, or is it Raci?
I think it's Raci, but I might be.
Raci?
I think
okay, so. Paul Raci. Sound of Metal, Lakeith Stanfield, Judas and the Black Messiah. Wait, so who's supporting who in Judas and the Black Messiah?
Right?
What?
I don't know. So you haven't watched my reaction yet. I did a live reaction.
I saw I saw clips of the reaction, but I had to like skip it because I was trying to be like surprised tonight. But yeah, I saw you say something about Lakeith, but I passed it really quickly.
Like, Lakeith is the lead of the movie. And,
Yeah.
like, it's told almost exclusively from his point of view. So
True.
when the Academy got the idea that he is a supporting actor, boggles my mind, because
So
he is the lead. Like,
so who's the lead?
I don't
messed
know.
up.
Right?
It's 2020, man. It's because it was 2020.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But
Oh wow.
it's so
What?
strange because
That makes no sense.
Like, to me, I think there's an argument to say both are leads. You know, to say that Kaluuya is a lead and Lakeith
Exactly. Both of them in the lead actor acting, but not supporting. What?
Yeah.
Huh?
If I had to pick one or the other, I would say Lakeith is lead and then Kaluuya is supporting, because Kaluuya, while very powerful presence in the movie, in a lot of the movie, almost over 50%, maybe 50%,
Yes.
I'm not sure. It's not told exclusively from his point of view, except for sort of during the baby scenes, like when he finds out he's going to be a father. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Like, I think that those are the only scenes where the movie is not in Lakeith's point of view. So to me, like, I get why he would be supporting, because it's not from his point of view. But Lakeith makes zero sense.
He kind of feels like a supporting actor in that film, though.
I think because he's less, he's acting.
Yeah, his presence isn't as bold and in your face as Daniel Kaluuya's, but
But in terms of story, it's from his point of view.
Exactly. So I would definitely put Lakeith in the best lead actor.
Yeah.
But
and I'm
guessing that for that category, neither one of them are nominated.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't be both.
No, yeah. You
so who would you go with for this category?
I mean, I'd probably go with Kaluuya. I mean, he's fantastic in it, and some might say he is a co-lead, but I get the argument where he's supporting, and I agree with that argument, because again, the movie's not told through his point of view. It's Lakeith's point of view watching Daniel Kaluuya. So I think personally, and I think his performance is fantastic. So I'm going to go Kaluuya. I want him to win, and I think he's he's also who I predict.
Yeah. Now I'm in the same boat as you. I'm in the same boat as you with that one.
Paul Rassi would probably be my second.
Okay. Have you seen One Night in Miami?
Yeah.
Okay. And Leslie Odom Jr., you're like, not quite.
No, I think that movie's just like so subtle, and it's just like a lot of talking. It's very much like a play, and plays aren't necessarily my thing.
Okay.
And there's just not much cinematic quality to that, so that kind of like kills the movie for me.
Understandable.
I mean, he's good. I think he has some of the best parts in the entire film. Well, I don't know. Okay. They all have great parts, but I'm trying to remember the character he plays. He's a famous singer, died very young. His last name is Clark. Does that help?
I'm looking it up right now, so bear with me.
Yeah, something Clark. If my wife is in the chat, she would know. She likes his music.
One Night in Miami. What's he? Sam Cooke.
Oh, Cook. I said Clark. Yeah, Cook.
Yep, Sam Cooke.
There, she got it in there.
Nice. So, yeah. So let me look back at. Okay, so Judas and the Black Messiah, Daniel Kaluuya, best supporting actor. Both of us are feeling the same way on that one, right?
Yeah. Definitely.
Okay, cool. So we're moving on to best actress. Viola Davis, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. Andra Day, the United States versus Billie Holiday. Trying to talk too fast, read too fast. Vanessa Kirby, Pieces of a Woman. Frances McDormand, Nomadland, and Carey Mulligan, Promising Young Woman.
Okay.
I actually think this is a pretty tough category.
I think so too.
Tougher than what we've seen before.
Yeah.
Vanessa Kirby did an amazing job at that beginning scene in the film. So, also Frances McDormand did really good as well. But I liked Frances McDormand's role in Three Billboards a lot more than Nomadland.
Right. She's more fire.
A lot, yes. And it really showcased her range, her acting range. So maybe not Frances McDormand on this category for me. I might have to go Carey Mulligan.
Okay. See, I need to see that.
I might have to go Carey Mulligan, but I know Viola Davis tore it up. I know she did, but I haven't seen it. So probably Viola Davis if I had seen the film, but Carey Mulligan is who I'm going to have to go with.
Okay.
What about you?
For me, I think Viola is maybe in the wrong category. I think that could be category fraud. I think maybe she should be in supporting. It's a tough call. The movie has her name in the title, but, you know, I don't know. So
the way the story was told, it was more
Chadwick's.
More Chadwick's. Okay.
So I think for me, I think I'm going to have to go Frances. I need to see a lot of these movies still, though. Have you seen Billie Holiday?
I have not. And I think that's a Hulu original.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of surprised that it made the due date because it just released not too long ago.
Well, I know they extended it to 2021.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I thought that film came out like early March.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see. Billie Holiday. I'm looking everything up. Holiday film. Yeah, 2021. Yeah, March 18th. Yeah, right? March 18th.
Wow.
It says Netherlands next to it, though. Initial release, March 18th, 2021, Netherlands.
Huh.
So I don't know if that's where we got it. We got it in the U.S., March 18th, but I knew it was fairly recent.
Yeah.
I knew it was pretty recent.
Interesting.
So, what's today? Today is it's not even the 18th yet. So,
right.
So it might. I think it came out like maybe a couple weeks ago, though.
Okay.
In the U.S.
Wow.
So Netherlands gets it in a couple days, but we got it a couple weeks ago. That's interesting. Because usually, when is the cutoff? Usually, like December?
Yeah, it's at the end of the year, like December 31st.
Right. I don't know. Okay. But we got off on a tangent a little bit on that one. I did anyway. So I might just go Carey Mulligan on that one. So moving on to Best Actor.
All right.
Riz Ahmed, Sound of Metal. Chadwick Boseman, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, rest in peace. Anthony Hopkins, The Father, Gary Oldman, Mank, Stephen Yeun, Minari.
Okay. Yeah, man, this is kind of hard. Okay, so I still need to see, I need to see The Father. I need to see Mank. I hear Anthony Hopkins is amazing.
Anthony Hopkins is amazing, period.
Yeah.
But
so
I haven't seen this one, so
that could be a win. But you also have Chadwick, and I know people, I mean, his performance is amazing, but at the same time, you want to honor his life and his body of work, and this would be a great way to do that. So I think it might be a race between the two of them.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, and he's really good in it. He definitely leads the film, commands the film. But Riz is good.
Riz is great.
So,
I thought Riz was great.
Yeah, and Stephen Yeun.
I'm so glad to see Riz Ahmed nominated for Best Actor. If he doesn't win, I'm okay with it. But to see that he's even nominated, because a lot of people that I talked to about that film, they're like, yeah, he was decent, you know. But I really saw something in that performance that it just blew me away. So I'm glad to see he's nominated at least.
Yeah.
And I love Stephen Yeun in The Walking Dead, but I haven't seen this film, and I hear that he's great in it, but I would probably have to go Chadwick.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's tough.
It is tough.
I'm such a Stephen Yeun fan. Like, I'm so happy for him. But Chadwick, I feel like, commands the movie more than anybody else of the ones I've seen. Riz also, though. I don't know. But I might have to go Chadwick. And not just because, you know, he passed. He really holds that movie. And, you know, Viola Davis is a veteran that knows how to steal a movie, and he holds his own as the lead very, very well.
Yeah. Okay. So you going with Chadwick on this one?
I think so.
Okay.
This
it was tough, though. Just let it be known that it was tough.
Yeah. This is one of the hardest ones for me, I think. And it could change. You know, I might revisit some of these movies and see what happens, but...
For sure. And you probably watched The Father before?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
And
I can't remember. Did you say? Yeah, you did say you watched Minari. So Minari, and okay. So we'll go with Chadwick on that one. So moving in, I think this is the last two categories.
What do we got left?
We got Best Director and Best Picture.
Director, right? My battery's getting a little low, so.
Okay, so let's go real quick on this one. So we got Lee Isaac Chung, Minari, Emerald Fennell, Promising Young Woman, David Fincher, Mank, Chloe Zhao, Nomadland, Thomas Vinterberg, Another Round.
Yeah.
Best Director.
I've never heard of it.
You haven't heard of Another Round? Starring,
not until this morning.
Oh, not until this morning. Okay. I heard about it. It was on my list. I just haven't seen it. I'm going to go Emerald on this one. I love Promising Young Woman.
Mm-hmm. So. I think Chloe's going to sweep her categories. So I think I'm going to go Chloe for Nomadland.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see that. So I might go Chloe prediction, but wanting Emerald.
Yeah. And I really like Nomadland too, so that's an easy one for me to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So last but not least, Best Picture nominees are The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Nomadland, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, and Trial of Chicago 7. Whew, it's a lot of films nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah.
And what are you feeling, man?
Okay, so this is going to be weird, I think, and you may not understand this, but
I'm going to try.
Do you remember how Nomadland starts, where it has that black screen, and then it talks about sort of like the financial collapse and how it shut down basically the factory that her husband, worked at? I wish that wasn't there, because I feel like we could have figured that out from the movie alone. And that one thing is the only thing I don't like about the movie, that black screen that gives that information.
Did it ruin the movie for you?
It didn't ruin the movie, but I also love Minari and have, I don't think, any problems with it.
Okay.
So it really is a coin flip that is weighted, because I don't like that opening descriptor, that opening exposition or whatever that's given at the beginning of Nomad.
It messed with you throughout the whole movie. I could tell it messed with you.
Yeah, like when you have like movies that you love so much, you got to find whatever you can to find the favorite. So that's what I'm going with as to why I don't want it to win. It's why I'm choosing Minari as my favorite.
So you want Minari
Nomadland's going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
to be honest with you, nothing against Chloe Zhao, nothing against the team at Nomadland with Nomadland, but I don't want to see this film win Best Picture just simply because it feels a little bit like Oscar bait, a tiny bit. But I did enjoy the film. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And I just love Promising Young Woman so much.
Yeah, and I still need to see that. That could be my favorite movie of all time.
And I wouldn't say that there's no issues with it, though. I won't say that there's no issues with Promising Young Woman, because there might be. That I've discussed, different things about it here and there with people, and it's not perfect, but I like it a lot, and I love Sound of Metal. I don't know if there's a lot of things that I would have a problem with that film either winning.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if I had to choose one, I'm gonna go Promising Young Woman.
Okay, and I
so
really that. I'm excited.
So your best picture is Minari. My best picture is Promising Young Woman. You think that we both kind of are on, the same playing field with thinking that Nomadland might win, probably will.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling now.
Okay. So yeah, that is. I think we went through all of them. It was a lot, but it was a lot of fun too. So I feel like we both need a pat on the back, talking about these films that. 2020 was kind of rough for films, so it definitely showed in the Oscar noms, but watching it on the 25th, we'll see if our predictions, came true.
Right.
We'll see. I probably should have written them down because I might forget by that time.
I'm sure we'll update them once we see more movies, so, we can text back and forth, see what people are, what we're thinking then.
For sure.
Also, just thank you so much for having me on.
For sure. Yeah, and you got to be on more of my videos, and we got to do another Instagram Live. We got to do some YouTube Live. I'm excited, man.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. You're a big inspiration, so I don't know. Really meant
as are you.
Thanks.
For me. I love your vlogs, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. But yeah, I know you got to go. Your battery's dying. You got to go charge it up. And tell Elizabeth I said hey, and she might be still in the chat, but I'll see you guys, and I'll see you later, man.
Yeah, we'll see you. Bye-bye.
Later.